So, hi everybody. This is one of our regular European Blockchain Association interviews. And today we've got something really special for you. We have an authentic interview in the back of a taxi on the way to the airport in New York City. Our CEO for today is Shahaf Bar Geffen, and he has just finished Consensus. He is the CEO of Coti, which is a protocol which is going to change the way that payments are made using all of the internet using blockchain. So first of all, let me introduce to you my colleague Xuan, who is going to conduct the interview and do the translations into Chinese. Cliff, say hi.
Hi everyone, I'm Cliff. 大家好，我是 Cliff. So Shahaf, so now I'm going to translate what Ian just said into Chinese to our audience, and then we will start the questions. And
Sure.
So I will ask the question in English first, and then before you answer, I will translate that into Chinese. And then when I say please answer the question, then you can answer it. And then after your answer, I will translate into Chinese again. Is that okay?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Okay. 好，大家好，我们今天非常荣幸，请到了一个特别好的团队来的 CEO 来参加我们欧洲区块链协会的专访。大家可以看到，这个是 Shahaf， 他是一个以色列的项目的CEO， 然后他现在正在一个出租车里边，因为他刚刚参加完了在纽约举行的这个区块链共识峰会，2018年的区块链共识峰会。现在我们开始今天的采访。Okay, now let me start in English. Hi, Shahaf. Thank you very much for coming to today's interview. Would you mind introducing yourself a little bit to our Chinese audience? And so, Shahaf, 你好，请你向我们的中国听众介绍一下你自己，可以吗 ？Okay.
Hello, Cliff.
Hi.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me here. My name is Shahaf Bar Geffen. I'm coming from Israel, from Tel Aviv, where 30 of my team members are with me. I am a serial entrepreneur. I have already raised and sold to companies in my past. And before that, 20 years ago, I had an army career in the Israeli Air Force.
Perfect, thank you. 那下面我来翻译一下。Shahaf 说，他来自以色列的特拉维夫，他是一个连续的创业者，他已经做过好几个公司，然后有很多的有过去都很成功，他的公司都出售。然后呢，现在他也曾经在以色列的部队服役，大家可能知道，在以色列，都是服兵役是一个是义务。All right, thank you, Shahaf. And so, your project Coti is very interesting to our Chinese audience. So can you please tell us a bit of Coti? So Shahaf, 请你帮我们介绍一下你的这个 Coti 这个 project 这个项目，它看起来真的是很有意思。Please. Yeah, ready. It's Shahaf. Can you?
I can hear you.
Yeah. So it's finished. So what's? Can you please?
To tell you a bit about Coti.
Yes, please.
Yes. Coti is an infrastructure project that was built by professors and doctors in Israel. And the protocol is a very scalable, super fast new blockchain that can do 10,000 transactions per second and will be used in the payment industry.
Yeah, that's very exciting. So Shahaf 刚说，Coti 是一个解决这个支付问题的一个加密币，然后它有自己的共识机构，所以它不光是一个应用，而且还是有自己的协议，然后它的速度也是很快的，它能够达到每秒钟1万的这个 TPS。That's very exciting, Shahaf. And
yes, I would like to add some more about that.
Yes, please.
Outside of China, where in China using WeChat and Alipay and everything, you really solved a lot of the payments problems. Outside of China in the world, the payment industries has a lot of problem. The traditional payment industries, Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, especially the high fees, long settlement time, and the fact that 2 billion people can't use this system. So Coti can solve all of that by creating a new cryptocurrency that solves other issues with cryptocurrencies as well, which I will explain in a second.
That's really good. So, Shahaf 刚才说呢，我们在中国大家还是比较幸运的，因为我们用这个阿里 Pay 和这个WeChat Pay，所以我们其实已经有很高的支付的速度，然后费用也是不是很高的。但其实在世界其他很多的国家，这个用网上的支付，用这个信用卡的支付是非常贵的。然后它这个速度呢也是跟不上的，那这个 Coti 就是来解决这个问题的。
Yeah. So the thing we saw with cryptocurrencies, we know that sorry about that. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
We know
that's
yeah,
real.
That's New York, yes.
Yeah.
We know that people don't use cryptocurrencies for payments around the world, and there are 5 big reasons for that. One is scalability. It is not fast enough, and we in Coti solve that by building new infrastructure over direct acyclic graph and with a new consensus mechanism. Second is stability, and we've solved that with a hedging service. Third is complexity. It's just too complicated to a lot of people, and we've solved that with a new simple user experience. Fourth is the lack of regulation. Merchants don't want to take anonymous cryptocurrencies because they can be part of money laundering. And last but not least, when there is no middleman in a payment service, you cannot charge back a transaction if something went wrong and if a merchant didn't deliver a product. So Coti is the first cryptocurrency that actually can be charged back.
Perfect. That is very exciting. So, Shahaf 刚刚说呢，这个 Coti 解决了5个问题，这5个问题都是非常关键的。就说如果我们用这个加密币来做支付，这5个问题你都是绕不开的。第一个就是扩展性，大家知道比特币每秒钟只能做7个交易。第二个呢就是价值的稳定性，大家也知道，你想这个比特币你要用它交易，它一会儿高一会儿低，变化太快了，所以你也可能不愿意用它使用。然后接下来呢就是用户的使用，现在你用这个加密币其实还是挺麻烦的，对吧？你要有这个私钥什么各种，这不适合一般的用户使用。然后再接下来一个呢，就是说监管，就说政府的监管也是很不确定的。你要是想真正的大面积使用，你必须得解决这个监管的问题。然后呢，最后一个就是中间人，就是如果你没有中间人的话， 那你这个加密币的，你比如说用比特币交易，交完你给了付了钱没有付货，你这个钱你就要不回来了，就解决不了这个问题。但是 Coti 把这个问题也解决了，所以 Coti 真的是就是解决了加密币做支付的这5个最主要的问题。Thank you, Shahaf. We have done the. So, yes, so that is really, really good. You solved these 5 big problems, and I can see that with this problem solved, people can use cryptocurrency as the main form of payment, and they don't need to worry about these big problems. So next question is, I've seen that Coti is it's not an application, it's actually a protocol as well. And you basically have your own consensus algorithm, and Coti is the first application built on this protocol, if I understand it correctly. Can you please explain a bit of this protocol? So 现在呢，我们就问 Shahaf 说呢，就是因为 Coti 不光光是一个应用程序应用，而是一个协议，就是它有底层的自己的共识机构、共识机制，所以这个还是比较厉害的，因为一般的项目只是做一个应用，比如说 OmiseGo 就是只是一个以太坊上的一个应用而已。那我们现在让 CEO 来给我们解释一下他们这个共识机制是怎么回事。Over to you.
You understand correctly. Coti is an infrastructure project, and because we didn't want to build an infrastructure alone, we also wanted to build the first application on it to prove the merits of this infrastructure. The protocol was developed by a team of Israeli doctors and professors. It is led by Dr. Nir Halwani, a doctor of math, and he is the person that has invented the compression algorithm for JPEG and sold it to IBM and was their head of research. He's managing the technological team. I will explain more in a minute.
Perfect. So, Shahaf 说，这个他们不光光是一个应用程序，而是说我们建立了自己的共识机构。大家知道以色列的技术还是蛮厉害的，然后他们的团队呢，就是技术团队是由以色列的这个科学家和这些博士所带领的，然后他们其中的一个带领人呢，居然是说曾经发明了这个 JPEG，这个图像压缩技术的一个人，这个人把这个技术申请了专利，然后卖给了 IBM。Over to you.
Yes. So in the basis, Coti is built over a data structure that is called direct acyclic graph, DAG. There are some other projects using the same data structure, but we also added to it a new consensus mechanism called and Coti's website is in Chinese, and in there you will find a simulation and video showing how this protocol exactly works. The big idea around it that it is the fastest, most scalable blockchain to date. And the good thing is that when new transactions and new participants are added to this network, it becomes faster, which is quite opposite to what is happening with Bitcoin or other blockchain-based projects. This approach has been used by IOTA and Nano as well, but we have took it one step further with the new consensus algorithm.
Perfect. 所以呢Coti 他们的大家可能都知道IOTA 就是用了一个叫 DAG 大概中文怎么讲？大概中文叫有向非循环图，所以它使用了这么一个机制，那这个机制的好处就是它的扩展性比较好，速度会比较快。那Coti 呢，在这个基础上又加入了另外一层机制，所以让它有更好的性能。这个 Coti 的网站有一个中文的部分，大家可以上这个中文的网站，在上面呢会有一个这样的演示，这个共识算法是怎么运行的。所以 Coti 现在在这个公链里边，就是在这个共识机制里边，速度是相当快的。Over to you. Oh, actually, is that finished for this question? Okay, perfect.
Yes, maybe I would add one little thing.
Yep.
Because we believe that technology, and very good technology like the one we've developed, is not enough, we wanted to show the business execution of it. And this is why we have built the first application for payments. And because we can save merchants all of the fees that they are paying now and give them a real advantage when consumers use Coti to buy products, we have already, in less than a week, have signed in 2,000 merchants and 50,000 consumers around the world to use Coti in our alpha net.
Wow, that is very impressive. So, 所以他们呢，现在就是，说，在建立了这个底层的协议之后呢，为什么用这个支付作为第一个应用程序？因为可能大家也知道，就是很多人都在讲说，区块链的第一个最有效的应用程序就是做在支付上，所以他们也是坚定的就是支持者对于这样一个观点。那通过做支付呢，他们能够向人展示说我们这个共识机制很好，然后呢真的能够费用很低。然后大家觉得就说如果要推广一个产品的话，不光需要就是最终的这个用户，个体的用户，那也需要呢这个商家，所以他们的很有吸引力啊。他们在他们的testnet 出来之后不久，在很短时间内，现在已经有2000个商家跟他们签立了合同，要来使用他们的这个技术。Okay, so shall we move on to the next question? So we know that Coti is from Israel, and in China, people have this impression that Israel is the country with highly educated people and the country with lots of cool startup companies. So yeah, we just want to know a little bit more about this. Yeah, to make us excited, really. So 我们就说在我们中国人觉得以色列是一个虽然很小的国家，但是所有的国民呢都是受过非常好的教育，然后有很多很酷的一些初创企业都是从以色列这边出来的。那我们现在让这个CEO 给我们介绍一下以色列。Over to you.
Yes. So, well, it is true. People in Israel are very educated, and because we all go through an army service, we are also pretty good in managing these tight operations. In my team, I have 2 professors, 4 PhDs, mathematicians that have received global awards for their work, data scientists, and full stack engineers coming from companies like IBM and Wix and Google. So the team is very, very strong in terms of technology and this sort of experience. 3 people from my team have sold companies in the past. We have about 20 patents written from people from my team and a lot of academic articles published as well.
Wow，所以 CEO 刚刚说呢，在他的的确是像我们中国人一般认为的，就是以色列的人一般都受过很高等的教育，不光光是受过高等教育，而且他们都参过军、服过役，所以他们也有很强的执行能力，很强的管理能力。就在这个 Coti 的这个团队里呢，他们就有2个教授、4个博士，然后有数学家，有这个data scientist，然后很多人获过奖。他们团队的人呢都来自于有名的公司，比如说 IBM， 还有谷歌，然后他们这些团队的有3个人都是创业的人，曾经创业而且卖过，把公司成功的出售，所以这是一个非常厉害的团队啊。Over to you.
Yes, I will also add that in our team, advising us very closely, are the former CRO of Ripple, Mr. Greg Kidd, and the former CEO of Investec, a very large bank. They are very close to the team and work with us to turn Coti to a global success.
所以在 Coti 的团队里边还有一些很有名的人，就比如说大家都知道瑞波币，瑞波币的这个首席风险控制师，就是也是瑞波币的共同创始人之一，也是在他们的团队里边的。Yeah, that's great, and I can see you also have a really strong team of partners. Can you also tell us a bit of that?
Yes.
Yes,
for sure.
Wait, so 他们的团队也有很强的这个支持者和那个顾问。那我们也让CEO 来向我们介绍一下。Yes, please.
Over to me?
Yes.
Okay. So in order to get access very fast to a lot of merchants, we have signed a partnership with processing.com, which is a very large global payment processors, which gives us access to over 10,000 merchants immediately. We have signed a second partnership with a very large processor. I'm not in liberty to give the name right now, but we will advertise this in about 3 weeks. And this gives us access to 20,000 merchants more. I have some more partnerships. I'll let you speak first.
Great. 所以他们的合作者呢有这个 processing.com 是一个做这个支付的公司。那跟这个公司一合作，它就会带来1万个这样的商家。然后他们还有另外一个大的公司正要合作，现在还不可以向大家透露。如果这个合作一旦签下来，就会再带来2万个商家。Over to you, please.
Yes, we also have a partnership with Bancor, which is a very successful blockchain company coming from Israel that will give us liquidity in trading, and also a partnership with the SASI group, a research team, and a partnership with Ernst & Young that do all of our auditing and smart contract auditing. And we were one of the first companies that have paid them with cryptocurrency, with our cryptocurrency for their services.
Wow. 所以他们还有别的很强的这个合作伙伴，比如说有一个以色列的加密币叫 Banco， 大家可能会听说过，是排名挺靠前的一个加密币，排名大概70左右，也是跟支付有关系的，另外他们跟这个4大会计师事务所之一的安永。也是有合作关系的。那他们给安永的支付呢很有意思，是用加密币来支付他们的服务的，就是用他们自己的Coti 这个币来作为支付。Over to you. Oh, have you done this one?
Sorry.
Yeah, shall we move
yes,
on?
We're done.
Okay, right. Sorry. So I actually also see that you have a really good advisors. For example, the former CIO of BlackRock, and they are a very famous company in China. So can you tell us a bit of the involvement of him?
Yes.
所以我们刚才
Yes,
说
we have.
Sorry， 来，我们刚才问他呢，就说他们的公司有一个很有名的，就是他们有很强的这个顾问团队，其中呢有一个是过去的这个BlackRock，中文翻译成黑岩集团，这是全世界最大的一个资产管理公司，这个公司的前首席投资官和总裁也是他们的一个顾问。那我们现在问问他在这个项目里扮演了什么样的角色。Over to you, please.
Yes, we have a very large board of advisors that is divided to 2 circles. The inner circle is where Dr. Matt McBrady, CIO of BlackRock, is in our very inner circle, and he advises us. He's been the chief investment officer of BlackRock in the US and lives in Washington. He advised us a lot about the economics. He's a doctor of economics, and he advised us a lot about the economics of this cryptocurrency, and he helped us design the dispute resolution and the trust score algorithm in the system. And he's been very, very helpful.
他们这个有这个黑岩集团的首席投资官是他们是一个inner circle， 就是最亲密的一个这样的一个顾问，经常就会在一块儿在共同合作的非常的深入。因为这个人呢是一个博士，他是经济方面的博士，所以他给这个 Coti 这个项目在经济的方面，还有这个信用机制方面提出了很多的建议，在这边做了很多的工作。Yes, over to you, please.
Yes, and with him in the inner circle is also Greg Kidd, who was the CRO of Ripple and founder of a very large fund for blockchain. He is also the first investor, one of the first investors in Coinbase and Square, which are, as we know, a very known exchange and payment solution, and also one of the first investors in Twitter. So he's been helping us a lot to understand the payment industries.
That's great. 所以他们还有一个非常厉害的这样的顾问，这个人是 瑞波币的首席风控师，而且呢，这个人还是最早在这个Coinbase，就是全世界最早的一个交易所之一，也是最大的吧。他是最早的一个最大的之一，当然现在是币安，他是最早的之一的投资人，而且他也是推特的最早的投资人。这个人也是他们的紧密合作的在一块儿做很多事情的这样一个顾问。Over to you, please.
Yes. And last but not least is Mr. Stephen Hailborn. He was the CEO of Investec Bank, and he brings on a lot of the banking experience and the understanding that is needed of how to create a financial institution.
那最后还有一个很厉害的顾问，这个人是一个英国和南非的银行叫 Investec，可能在中国不是很有名，但是其实也是蛮大的。他是这个银行过去的，他是他的 CEO， 所以他在这个银行这个方面也给 Coti 做了很多的工作。Thank you.
Yes, yes. We are also being advised by Hexalabs, which is a very known advisory board that has led a lot of projects that we all know, and by the founders of the Wings Foundation, Stas and Sebastian, that bring on a lot of blockchain experience to the group.
这个其实我也不是很了解，但是就是说，大家也可以查一下，是在区块链方面很有经验的一个人，也是他们的一个他们的顾问。Over to you, please.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, perfect. So, yeah, I think we've covered all the important bits. And is there anything else you would like to share with our Chinese audience?
Yes, with regards to our roadmap, we are almost ready. In August, we will launch AlphaNet, that already has merchants and consumers on it. In December, we're going to release another version that is more scalable, and the full version in the beginning of next year.
那大家听到他们的路线图，就是8月的时候就会有一个版本会上线，然后12月的时候会有一个更新的版本上线，然后明年1月的时候就是完全的正式上线了。Yeah, it's perfect. Hi, Ian. Do you have anything to say?
Yes, Cliff. Thank you. That's very interesting. I had one question I was curious about for Shahaf. You must have come across a lot of regulatory, legislative, legal issues to get this far. What's the secret? How did you leap across those boundaries? Cliff, can you translate the question?
Sure. 所以刚才Ian 问了说这个监管的问题，就说那这个东西要想做大了，那不可能绕开监管，那他有什么办法做好这个方面呢？Over to you.
This is a great question, actually. We built Coti to comply with regulations. So we have applied for a DLT license, distributed ledger technology license, at Gibraltar, which is something that we're doing for the past few months, and probably receive it officially by the end of this month. This license allows us to operate and to trade fiat and cryptocurrencies into Coti and vice versa, and so allow payment service to take place. Um, we didn't build Coti to be an anonymous cryptocurrency. It is, of course, private and confidential, but it is not anonymous. Participants go through KYC and AML procedure to join Coti. And by that, we are, of course, complying with the rules and regulations of all countries where we operate in.
所以这是一个很好的问题，关于监管，因为大家现在知道监管是一个很大的难题。那这个 Coti 在这方面是说，他们在直布罗陀申请了一个牌照，叫 DLT 牌照。那这个牌照呢，能够让他们做法币和加密币的交易。然后可能大家还比较关心的一点就是KYC，就是了解你的用户，还有 AML 就是反洗钱。那这也是经常支付绕不开的一个问题。那他们这个 Coti 这个币，它不是匿名的币，它是加密的、安全的，但它不是匿名的，所以它是配合监管。所以呢，正因为这样，所以它也可以能够很好的开展它的业务。
Thank you. One last question from me. So, Shahaf, what are your plans for China? Are you going to visit there? Are you going to have a Chinese language portal? Are you going to translate your documentation into Chinese? Over, Cliff, can you translate the question?
Yes. 所以Ian现在问说，这个 Coti 对于中国市场有没有什么样的计划？会不会说去中国做路演，然后会不会去中国做宣传呢？
China is very important to us, and I will visit China for sure. I've already visited Hong Kong and Singapore.
Perfect. 所以CEO 说中国是一个很重要的市场。
All of our documents as well.
太好了。他们说已经去了香港，也去了新加坡，那之后一定会去中国。然后他们的网站已经有中文版了，大家可以去看。之后呢，会把更多的白皮书之类的文档都翻译成中文。
Right. Thank you very much. So, Shahaf, that's all of the questions we've got for you. A very interesting and exciting interview, made more exciting by you being in motion at the time. This is a first. We've interviewed someone in motion. So let's see if we can Shahaf, so can you just, Cliff's going to translate that, and then we're going to ask you to say goodbye.
Ian 说这个是一个很好的项目，很令人激动。然后我们也是今天第一次采访到我们的嘉宾，在一个出租车里边。当然这是很应景当时这个加密币这个行业的。那我们现在要跟我们的嘉宾说再见了。
Shahaf?
Yes, sorry I missed you. Thank you so much for your time. It's been lovely, and I hope to see everybody in China soon. Goodbye.